I just invested $10,000 into this new investment, and this is my argument that I think it's worth it. I don't know if you guys think the same way, but let me know now in the comment section after you watch this video. So obviously, since I paid for it already, I'm going to say that it's gonna be worth it, right? Who's gonna, like, you know, it kind of feels like emotional spending when most of the time you actually already spend for something and then you find a use for it, right? You try to delude yourself that it's completely worth it. But basically last month I actually splurged, and when I say splurge, I actually invested $10,000 into a YouTube mentor, and my YouTube mentor's name is Alexa. She's probably gonna watch this video, so you know, it is what it is. To be fair, we've been a month into this program so far, and I think why it really made me want to take this step was that I've been doing YouTube for about 2 years, and I'm not sure if I am kind of clear about where it's going and how things are progressing. I'm just doing video by video each week, and I'm seeing a bit of progress, but I'm not sure it's the progress that I really wanted. And it just kind of hit a point where I told myself that I wanted to invest into myself, and I wanted to invest into learning new things and improving, because the great thing about having a mentor is that you know, I can contact her anytime. I get through messages and stuff, through emails, and I have one-on-one calls with her. And I think when I harass her with my questions, which is quite often, almost every other day I'm asking her questions, because when I do YouTube I have so many questions, and when I think about it I just want to have some answers to it, and that's why I contact her for it, right? So that one-to-one kind of personalized support is not something you can get elsewhere, and I really wanted to invest into myself and my own education to really grow my YouTube channel. And of course, you know, this channel is all about investing, personal finance and everything, right? So in essence, if I tell you guys to invest, or I encourage you guys to invest, and yet I'm not investing in myself, then that's a bit of a hypocrite, right? Yeah, but since we started this mentorship, I've kind of taken my YouTube in a different direction. I think you guys have seen it too as well. You see me sort of making more of this walk and talk kind of videos. You see me kind of sitting down in front of my living room. I'm talking a bit more about the current events and the experience I have in my life, and I think that's actually a bit more interesting to me, instead of just trying to go viral and trying to create something that, you know, I don't really have a lot of interest in. A video like this where I'm just talking a little bit more has a bit more of an impact, where I'm really just sharing my own experience of what I'm currently doing. So there's no imposter syndrome, right? I can just say what I want to do. I say what I'm doing right now, and then I'm just telling you guys the truth. So everything comes out quite nicely as well. Speaking on the topic of investing, if you're interested to get started investing in the stock markets and you haven't downloaded the Momo Singapore app yet, then you might just want to consider it. I'm an affiliate partner with them, so if you sign up with my link down below in the description box, you'll be entitled to, wait for it, $20 worth of Nvidia fractional shares just by fulfilling a $100 buy trade, and earn up to $1,120 depending on how much money you deposit into the account. Depending on how much you invest, like $3,000, $10,000, $100,000 or even $500,000, it will put you in different tiers and rewards, and you just need to hold the funds in the account for 30 to 90 days. I've honestly been using Momo for more than 2 years, so I'm really envious of you guys that you get to just earn all these freebies just for investing. Let's use my most recent Nvidia trade for example. I invested $20,000 on Momo Singapore during the big drop in the stock markets in April, and I'm up almost 50% profits, which is around $10,000. On hindsight, I honestly felt like such a genius, but you know, it could all just be luck, but I shall take some credit as well. If you're thinking about what to invest, and most importantly what you are investing in, because understanding the business and the company is so important, you can also check out Momo's new AI bot that helps you to analyze this market data and provide you with a concise summary on your future investments. So if I was a new user, I'll be right around the tier 2, and I would get $170 worth of Nvidia shares and $130 worth of trading cash coupons, which means a total of $300 given to me just by investing my money. Now, not only do I have $10,000 worth of profits, I will also have trading coupons to buy more stocks, and I'll also own Nvidia fractional shares. Now, I'm sure you guys know about how popular Nvidia is, and sometimes these popular stocks can be a little bit more on the volatile side. But since I'm given these free shares, I won't have to stress about it at all, and I can just either hold it for the long term or just cash out when I receive it. For those of you who have downloaded the app but you have yet to deposit your money, by simply searching for special deposit on the search bar, click on go and just type in my promo code ShuanKai1 and complete the deposit. Now back to the video. But with that being said, there are two main investments that I made before that really come into play, and I really want to kind of talk about it because as much as I talk about investing and side hustles and all those kind of things, the really very cliche thing is the best investment you can make is really in yourself and your own education. Because the first investment I ever did was on YouTube. Was when I started Ali Abdal's part-time YouTuber academy, and I think that was about $1,000, and I spent that money a bit begrudgingly, but I really like Ali Abdal, don't get me wrong. But I have a problem with spending money. So whenever I spend money, there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of fear behind it. And or rather, I overcome all those things and I took the leap to really try it out. And it gave me such a big foundation in doing YouTube. So I had this nice foundation where things are really proper. I have thumbnails that I can do properly, titles that I do properly, and I can get a decent amount of views on my videos. And I think with everything that's happening, I was able to monetize my YouTube channel in about a year or so. And with that being said, I was able to start earning money from YouTube through AdSense. Like for you guys who are watching my videos, I'm earning money through that. But I obviously haven't earned back that $1,000 yet. But soon, I have the next 30, 40, 50 years ahead of me. And basically, I have learned a skill which will be able to let me earn money just by filming these videos and uploading them. And I can earn them for the rest of my life, you know. So there's a lot of good things that can come just from investing this money. And the second investment that came on was my options course. Yes, so I took an options course, probably about 1 or 2 options courses, and that's when I learned how to sell options. And with that selling option kind of knowledge, right, I think I spent around $3,000, and it was a couple weekends to kind of learn, and it was a lot of complicated stuff that I learned at the same time. But after learning all those things, I've put it into play and I've been selling options every month for probably the last 2 years or so, and I've stepped it up a little bit more. After doing it, I think I've earned anywhere between $30,000 to $40,000 just selling options. And after doing all that, you can kind of tell that the investment in your own education, I spent $3,000 and I earned $40,000 back, you know. So it's almost like 10 times or even more just by investing in myself and my own education. The skills that you can learn as you are investing in yourself, and the mindset and personal development growth is so big and so much changes that can happen. And that's where I really want this direction of the video to go, which is with all the things that I said, investing into the stock market, investing into, you know, Singapore savings bonds, high interest bank accounts, and all those kind of things, it's okay if you don't invest in any of those things, but you must invest in yourself. With all those things that I mentioned, what are some things that you can invest for yourself, right? I definitely started investing with my own money because now I have a little bit more money because of my job, because of my investments and all those kind of things, and of course my savings rate is high as well. But if I'm bringing value to you guys that are watching, how can you start investing into yourself? And the two things that are irreplaceable in my life is actually meditation and training, or rather fitness, right? I meditate almost every other day, and that gives me clarity in terms of headspace and being able to think properly and just being able to prioritize my day and go and have energy for the day itself. Fitness itself, I've been doing it for a long time, probably more than 10 years now, more because I started off as a fat kid. So I grew up, I was in Tough Club. Any of you guys know what's Tough Club? It's basically a club that they put you in for being overweight when you are a kid, right? So you can just imagine kids are not very nice at that age, and there's a lot of judgment from your friends, your classmates and stuff, and everyone just thinks that they're teasing you, right? But you know, deep down you feel like you're a fat kid, and that's how it all got me started on the fitness journey. And as I'm doing and exercising right now, it actually brings me a lot more energy and productivity. Just being able to exercise, of course, number one, it's to ward off my feelings of being fat, right? Then number two is it gives me so much more energy to be able to conquer and do the rest of the things I want to do for the rest of the day. And I think if you can invest yourself in just those areas, right, I don't want to use the word discipline because that word is a bit gross in the sense of people just telling you to grind and to be disciplined to all these things. But if you're just able to, you know, build some of these productive kind of habits, it's really going to change quite a lot of things that you do in your life, and it will have this carryover effect on all the things that you can do. So I think with all these things, putting money aside, for those of you guys who don't have the money, I definitely start investing into your health and also some of this headspace and mental clarity. I think that's going to do you a lot of good as well. My own personal theory is also that if you are able to do all these things and you're really investing into yourself and your own education, one of the things that brings me quite a lot of fulfillment in life is that I am growing, I'm making progress. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this before. There are a lot of people who rather stay at the place that they are at and bitch about life, bitch about their job, bitch about all these things that they don't like. But I feel that one of the joys in life is learning and improving, and I was never someone like that. But being able to do all these things will actually bring you so much joy and fulfillment as you are improving and progressing in your life to some extent. And I think, you know, it might sound weird, but if you guys are able to do it, you guys can try it out, and you kind of feel like you're playing a game. Right? I used to be very into games, and if you play games, the very fun part, the dopamine hit you get, right, is when you're able to kill some monsters, earn some experience points, and then you level up. So when you level up in the games, you almost feel like you are making progress, and then you learn new skills, and you're able to fight stronger and stronger bosses. So life is a bit like that as well, right? You learn a skill, you'll be able to earn a bit more money with that skill, and then with that same skill, or rather, you upgrade again, and then you can earn even more money, and then you just go and conquer higher and higher level quests to some extent. And that's how we can approach life, almost like a game. Invest in yourself, learn all these skills, and make sure that you're improving along the way, so that you're having fun along the way. You know, it's not all boring and you're just doing all these things just to grind and earn money. Then there's no point in that, right? Money is a means to an end, and you just want to make sure that as you're doing all this, you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself, and you're also improving and bringing yourself enjoyment and growth at the same time. That kind of wraps up my entire argument of why I think this $10,000 is more than worth it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. And if you enjoyed this video, you probably enjoyed this video here on how to get started with investing on the Longbridge Singapore app. Thanks for watching, have an amazing day as usual, and I'll see you guys in the next few videos. Bye bye.